Alright, welcome back everybody. We are going to do a pod review today for you guys. And let's see what we got ready here. I should plan these pod reviews out a little better, but it's really hard to do when it's really crowded like this. And, you know, I really don't know what's going to be ready and not ready. And so I just kind of shoot from the hip, so to speak. But we have a couple of different varieties of peppers here. And I think we'll go with this one here. And this is the Cumari do Par. I managed to save one plant. I was basically, what happened was I had a lot of seed for this, and the seed package disappeared. I have no idea where it went. So the seeds just absolutely vanished. So I didn't have any more seeds. I happen to have like maybe a separate package of like maybe I don't know, a dozen seeds or something like that in it that said Cumari do Par on it. So it may have been from a prior year or something. I just saved a few seeds from that year, something like that. So I had those, and that was all I had left. That and whatever the original seed was that I got in the package when I first bought it. They didn't sprout anymore because they were like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5-year-old seeds, so they were dead. All I had left was the little bag that I saved of a few extra seeds. And I planted them out, and I think 3 plants or 4 plants sprouted. One of them dampened off. Another one, I don't remember what happened. It died at some point. And then I had these 2 plants left. This one, and there's another plant on the other side. And I tried to get it to fruit the first year. It didn't fruit. I tried to get it to fruit the second year. It didn't fruit. So these plants are like maybe 3 years old now. And so it's been a while. This has been going on now for a while. This is its 3rd year, I think. And I finally got it to fruit. This is its 3rd year, so it's fruiting in its 3rd year. And you can see there's some pods on here. There's not many, believe it or not, but there's a few. And so we're going to winter this over, and we're really going to try to get this to really bloom next year. Now that I know for sure it's Cumari do Par, sometimes things get mislabeled, and, you know, there's a reason why that was in a separate bag put to the side. It could have been because maybe I wasn't sure if it was or not. But it turns out that it is. And so here's one of the peppers. I'll try to zoom you up on that. While it's on the plant. It doesn't like zooming. I don't know. You might be able to see it. I can't really tell. So let's pick this one. And I'll get quite a few on it by the end of the year because I am going to winter this over. So I will get quite a few peppers off it. It's just they're not ready yet. And this thing decides to bloom late. I remember I had a problem growing the Cumari do Par. Even when I first started it, I happened to get lucky the first year I grew it, and I got a ton of pods off it and a ton of seed. And what happened to that seed, I have no idea. Till this day, I never found that seed again. So it vanished. But nevertheless, we are back, and we do have some Cumari do Par. Right there. Beautiful little pepper. So let's get you out into the better lighting here. And yeah, we got a frost last night. It's mid-September. First time in my life I ever seen a frost in mid-September. In all the years I lived here. 12 years. Never seen it frost in mid-September. This year it frosted in mid-September. Wiped out all the rest of my tomatoes, so I got to go around try to grab whatever tomatoes I got left. I'm surprised the dwarf Tamarillo is actually still alive. It was not a heavy frost, but it was enough to kill the tomato plants. So anyway, here it is. Sorry to digress and rant, but got to mention it, right? So that's it here. The sun is really it's really strange this year. The sun is at a real strange steep angle this year. It just seems like, I don't know, the sun is as if the sun is like, this is the type of angle of sun you'd normally see in like the end of October, November. I mean, we're still in September. We're mid-September. I shouldn't be seeing the angle of the sun like this. It just seems strange to me, that's all. You know, you've been doing this as long as I have. You start to notice things, and it just seems like the sun angle is really a lot lower or something in the horizon than it should be. But that's it. Cumari do Par. So let's turn you around and let's give that a go. Alright, welcome back everybody. We are going to do another pot review for you today. It's going to be on this pepper right here, and this is the Cumari Para pepper. And there's a whole thing of information about this pepper. This is very similar to the Charapita pepper. This is not a Charapita pepper. This is the Cumari Para, and it's a really hard pepper to actually get to a point where it fruits really good. It doesn't. This pepper plant fruits really late in the season. It's really hard to get fruit off of this thing, and I've been trying to grow it now on and off throughout the years. And originally, when I first grew this plant, I must have gotten really lucky, and I got a ton of pods off it, and I saved a whole bunch of seed. I had a bag full of seed on this thing, and then the bag disappeared. I have no idea what happened to the bag. It absolutely vanished. So because of that reason, I didn't have the seed, and I couldn't restock it or anything. I couldn't even regrow it because I didn't have any seed left. And the seed that I had left from the original, where I got it from, I don't remember if it was a seed company or if I traded it, but I think it was I bought them. Those seeds were already too old. They didn't sprout. So I had some seeds in a separate bag that I found in my little seed vault from one particular year. I think I got probably a few dozen pods off it or something, and I saved some of the seeds, and I saved some of the seeds. I didn't save all the seeds for some reason, I would imagine. And so whatever it was, I ended up with 12 seeds, and in the end, all I ended up was 2 plants in the end that I had. Out of all that seed that I have, I was barely able to make 2 plants out of it. And so I got it. I got 2 plants to go, and finally, after a few years of doing this, 2 or 3 years of going through this, trying to get the plant to fruit and everything, I finally got it to fruit this year. It just gave me a really hard time, but this particular variety of pepper is a little on the hard side to not only get fruit, but I don't know. It just likes a certain type of sun angle and a certain amount of sun and shade, and it's really particular. This plant you really got to winter over in order for you to get it to be able to produce fruit at some point. You got to be able to winter it over and then get it out early in the season. And then if you're lucky, you'll probably start seeing it fruit like around mid-August, early to mid-August. But these fruits can sit on the plant for a long time. They don't just fruit and then, you got pods in like 2 weeks. No, it takes months sometimes. They'll sit green on there forever. So I got lucky. We'll see how it goes next year. I'm going to try planting one of my plants. I got 2 plants, so I'm going to try planting one of them out in the garden next year and see if it does any better in the direct sunlight, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to take a chance. I will have some seed, though, for it, so if it dies, I can regrow it now. It's not like it's my last seed. The other problem is you can't buy seed for this anywhere. I can't find seed for the Cumari Para anywhere. So I'm glad I at least got this far. So I figured I'd redo a review on it, and that way we can revisit this, and we'll go forward from there. So anyway, here it is. That's it. And let's give that a go. Wow, that's got an interesting flavor. It kind of got almost like a Charapita type flavor. It was also a little on the tangy side. It was also a little bit on a little bit tardy or tangy, if you will. Here comes the heat on it, though. These things are hot like Charapitas, too. But it didn't quite taste like Charapita. It had like a slight Charapita flavor, though. But then it's kind of got its own flavor. I can't really explain it. Got an interesting flavor. Now, what does it kind of taste like where it falls into? Like I said, it kind of has a Charapita flavor, but it really doesn't taste like too many of the other peppers. This pepper really has its own flavor altogether. It's a very interesting variety. But it is a good variety to grow, I will say that. If you could get it to fruit regular, then you're in good shape. But I found it a little hard. And maybe I need more sunlight or something. I'm surrounded by trees, so I don't get direct sunlight all day. So that might be a reason why I'm having a lot of hard time with a lot of varieties of peppers. Okay, here comes the heat. That heat is hot. It's cooking. It's burning underneath my tongue, mostly under the tongue. It's burning across the top of the tongue and where I chewed it on this side, that side. The other side of my tongue is generally pretty good. It's burning the back of the throat a little bit. That's really about it where it's burning. The intensity of the burn is pretty hot. This particular one, I'd probably say was about 25,000 Scoville units, somewhere in that range. But I've had these where they were much hotter. This one's hot though. This one's definitely frying, cooking. It's a pounding, searing type of heat, like a Chianti, not really a Bacadum. I'm not sure if this is an Ahi Bacadum or an Ahi or something, but I think it's a Chianti. I could tell you by the burn. That burn is really striking and strong. I don't know. I don't know what this is, to be honest with you. It could be a Bacadum. It has like a kind of a berry type flavor, so it could be a Bacadum, but I think it's a Chianti. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The correct information I'll put in the description. But it's got a very direct type of burn. Like I said, it's pounding that end of my tongue. It's like where I chewed it and kind of moved it around a little bit. It's really pounding good. For a little yellow pepper like that, that thing's got some kick on it, man. Cumari do Par. I'm not sure what they use it for. I think that's Portuguese. This pepper originates from either Suriname or northern Brazil or something like that. It might be Brazil, but man, the heat on this thing is really, really strong. Very, very strong. But it's a good pepper. Like I said, I had a hard time getting this thing to fruit for a couple of years. I was to a point where I was going to absolutely give up on it because I couldn't I couldn't get any fruit for a couple of years. I grew it all year. In fact, this plant over here, I'm not sure if you could see it, but the one that's growing right there, that's Cumari do Par. That one got pretty big, that plant. Like the other one you've seen on the other side, that one didn't get so big, but this one's, I don't know, it's like 30 inches. It's getting close to 3 feet. And it's just starting to put out a flower or two now. That thing's been growing like that. I'm telling you, this is a late season variety. Very hard to get peppers off of this thing. You really got to plan out where you space it. I'm going to try different things next year and see if I can plant it out in the garden, at least one of the plants, and see if I can get it to, grow outdoors and everything. But it's a great pepper if you could get it to grow. It's just really hard to get that thing to fruit and then get seed from it. But yeah, it's a good pepper. As far as the heat goes, like I told you, 20, 30,000 on the Scovilles. This was pretty hot. It's already starting to come down. It actually heated up my teeth a little bit. My teeth actually feel like they got warm. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not, but I could feel like it's a deep penetrating burn that went right into the gums and the tooth and the root and everything. It was pretty potent, man. It's not hurting me. It's just a weird kind of an effect it had on the gums and the teeth a little bit. I was potent. I was very potent. But yeah, it's a good pepper. If you can get seeds for it, definitely give it a go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to offer seeds for it this year on my site. I do have a listing built for it and everything, so I'll send you over there. I might give, I might offer, like 2 or 3 offers of it, and that's it. I need to be able to have seeds for next year because I'm probably going to start a couple more of my own plants. But I'll offer out 1 or 2 orders of it, and then you can buy the seed for that and give it a grow yourself. It's a rare pepper. If you can get seed for it, consider yourself lucky. It's really hard to get the true version of the Cumari do Par. It's really hard to get that. I don't remember how I got these seeds, to be honest with you. I don't have any of the original packaging or anything. I'm not sure if I traded those seeds or if I bought them. I'm pretty sure I bought them. It's very possible I bought them, but I could have traded them too. I've traded so many varieties of seeds with people that it's like I don't know, which sometimes I trade seeds with people. I'll get double or triple of what I either bought or traded with before. So if I traded seed for red habanero, sometimes I'll receive free seeds from other seed trades. Sometimes they throw in a pack or 2 of free seeds. I'll receive a different variants of that particular pepper. It's crazy sometimes. I mean, you should see my seed collection, my real seed collection from all of the seeds and stuff that I've been saving for years. It's pretty massive, but it is a good pepper. And so visit the website. If I have seed available, you can purchase some over there and give it a go for yourself. Consider yourself lucky if I do offer seed because, like I said, it's not a heavy producer. I got lucky the first year I grew it, and I got a ton of pods and seed from it, and then I lost all the seed, or maybe I gave it away accidentally. I don't know. But it's gone, and now I got to start all over again, and that could take a few years before I actually get to that point where I get enough seeds from this thing where I can actually, offer it like a regular listing. But we'll have to see. I think I can recover from it, and that's really about it. So all the information will be in the description below. I'll leave a link in the description below where it'll take you to the website if you want to buy the seeds. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.